Coach Rob here. I normally don't make videos like this. I don't have my normal mic set up, but I just finished showing up to the East Regional meet for Division 1, and the fireworks were at such a level that I felt I had to say something. So here we go. So again, bear with me. There's going to be absolutely no editing. This is entirely raw, totally off the cuff. I'm just, putting all our thoughts out there because some people want to know. So it's the Division 1 East Regional. I ain't gonna lie, I got there late. I missed the 4x1, didn't get to see it live with my own eyes. I just saw results. That said, when it came to the meet itself, obviously it's supposed to be, high-level competition. This was the men's day where, whoever performs here goes to the finals. I already heard, while I'm at the meet, the fireworks were at such a level. I know the West region was going off. Jordan Anthony goes, apparently, 9.7, 9.75, 9.76. Slightly windy in the 100. Apparently he was chilling. My phone was blowing up. People wanted to let me know that was happening, but they were rolling at the East Regional. And somebody asked me my thoughts, and I was like, well, to be honest, the top athletes are who we thought they were. So just off memory, Abdul Rashid Samino of USF goes win legal. I believe he goes 9.8, 9.85, 9.86. I thought that was going to go down as the best time of the day, but keep in mind, that's not just the best time of the day. That's a world lead. At least it's a world lead till Jordan Anthony does what he does, but his is slightly windy, so it technically doesn't really count. And even then, other athletes are moving. I'm gonna give a shout out. Just keep this in mind. When I say the best athletes are who we thought they were, consider that Jelani Gordon of Georgia, because I remember watching the SEC meet. He doesn't make the final, but he was at the games representing Jamaica in Paris in 2024. But he's here now. He's at the NCAA East. Remember, doesn't make the SEC 100 final, but he pulled up and is able to get to the NCAA championship in the 100. That's the level of talent that's on the track. In the 200, Maka Sharamba does his thing because he comes off the turn, doesn't even look like he has a real shot to win. But I know that he's not a great starter, and he lights them up and puts down, I think it was 19.8 or something like that. Again, a matter of fact, no, it might have been 19.79, but I think it was slightly windy, so I guess that one didn't count. Or again, I could be messing things up. I have to, check results because there were other fast times. I know there was a 19.9 that dropped. I know Tamar McCallum won his heat over Carly Makarawu. Keep in mind, Carly Makarawu was also in the Olympic final with Maka Sharamba. In short, if you want to see the best athletes in the world compete in track and field, you could just pull up to the NCAA regionals, certainly the NCAA championships, because many of those athletes will be there. Not all. Yes, the pros, there's a whole different level beyond this. But if you just want fast times, you could get that. If you want competition, you can get that. The top athletes, if we talk about high school recruit rankings, I got to see it from this vantage point. I watched Brody Buffington. I see Jelani Watkins of LSU, Brody Buffington, Georgia. I see Tamar McCallum, Tennessee. All these guys are taking care of business. They go out there, and somebody asked me, how come the athletes from the small schools or the smaller conferences don't necessarily go off at the regional? And I really think the simple reason for that, why they don't just pull up and just go off at the meet, is primarily because if you come from a small conference, then you don't run with this level of pressure all the time. The SEC, every time you run in the SEC, if you're at Florida Relays, Tom Jones, all of that, these are all high-pressure meets. That's what they are. They're all high leverage. So NCAA regional ain't no thing to you. Not everybody, but a lot of those, but good to go to the smaller schools. The 4x4, which, closes out the meet for the most part, the energy you get from the 4x4 where every single team is running for something. So when you see Princeton go out there and qualify for a final, the NCAA championship, opportunity to run in the semifinals because they're going to go from here to the national meet. You can see the emotion on the athletes, the energy in the stadium, it's electric. And it's well, truth be told, the electricity we get at this 4x4, that's what we need in track and field all the time. Real competition. We need athletes who are running in meets that actually matter. We need very real stakes. I remember what Sam Thiem said at the convention. Totally agree. That's what we need. We could just focus on the fast times. Yes, Jordan Anthony went off. Yes, Abdul Rashid Samino went off. We got world leading times or, windy world leading times, all of that. But the emotion. I'm watching athletes. I remember, walking into the meet, 110 hurdler who qualified for nationals, representing Rutgers. And I could just see the emotion where he's just I worked and I worked and I worked. And it all came down to this one race and then I got it. So, all of that being said, again, I'm not going to drag this video out longer than it needs to be. But the regional meet, it delivered. It delivered on talent. It delivered on competition. It delivered on the athletes showing up and, putting down the types of performances that anybody would want to see if you really want to see electricity. I mean, Grand Slam Philly is going to come tomorrow. We're going to see Kenny B and Gabby Thomas and Sydney McLaughlin-Lavroni. Like, all of them are going to go do their thing. But if you just wanted fast times, the college kids already gave it to you. When you check the world leaderboards, you're going to see them on those lists. It won't say colleges. If you look at IAAF, you're just going to see names. You're going to have to understand that those were college kids running. The pros now have somebody to go catch because the times that were on the world leaderboards came down. They definitely came down, especially in the sprints. Again, I'm just talking about the East region. I know somebody probably went off in the West, but aside from just what I already saw. But, again, I don't have time to get into all of it. Just realize that, for the most part, they are who we thought they were. If you are legit, if you were a top recruit, 5-star on my recruiting list, or the type of person who would have got a 5-star, these international athletes who come in and ran at the games, ran at Worlds, guess what? They are who we thought they were. That's my understanding of the regional meet. That's that. You actually made it all the way to the end of this video. I do have to admit that thank you doesn't do it justice anymore, because you are a real one. And if you want more from me beyond this video, on SCArecruiting.com, you can get a ton of resources, like my free recruiting guide, online courses, and much more, including the option to meet with me one-on-one, where my specialty is helping you figure out which schools might actually be the best fit for you. And if nothing else, and you really just want to see more content like this, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.